Hello and welcome back to SnowRunner, y'all, and in this video we are going to be checking out a brand new map from the creator of Outback Overlanding, and this map is actually a follow-up to that map, and it's called Outback Heavy Hauling. Now, if you have wanted to experience the Australian Outback from the perspective of basically a greater focus on heavy-duty missions, big trucks, recoveries, towing, all with a little bit of scouting and off-roading thrown in there as well. Well, technically off-roading all the time still, but there's a little bit of a sprinkling of trails, but most of it is going to be large-scale vehicle-focused, which is why we've assembled the fleet that we have here today. We have the Excalibur, and then in the middle we have Glitchworks Warhorse. I almost said Workhorse, I mean Warhorse, and then here at the end we do have a Scout, and that is the little Hilux. Now, all of the trucks in this video and the map will be linked in the description box down below if you are curious as to the details on any of them. Now, let's go ahead and dive into the map itself by opening the GPS. Now, I did do some exploring, and I went ahead and unlocked all of the watchtowers, so y'all can see what the map looks like. There's a large quarry area over here. We've got a ridge line with a road running across it, or rather a little bit of a trail. I've been up there, and it's pretty gnarly, actually. It's pretty sketchy. We have a big river that flows through the center of the map, and then all throughout the map, we have several loading zones. Now, this bridge most likely needs to be, well, actually, I don't know if the bridge itself needs to be repaired or if it's just this truck that needs recovering. And then there's also this one right here. This is, I guess it's better than nothing, which is most likely a bridge rebuild. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and take the little Hilux up to that bridge area and see what needs to be done. So let's grab the Hilux and head on out. I love this little thing. It's such a great little truck. Well, we're almost there. We picked up a little bit of body damage along the way, but it's not too bad. At least this side of the truck is completely fine. I will say, all this body damage is entirely my fault, so let's see. You might be able to get across that if you were really careful, but what's going to be the deal with this bridge? So let's see. We need wooden planks and long planks. Oh, that's not that big of a deal at all. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get that handled so we actually have a real bridge to work with rather than, well, the used to be a bridge that's over here. My question about this bridge, this main bridge that, well, used to be here, is it capable of being crossed or is the gap too wide? There's also a wrecked truck in the river. Let's see. I think you can... Oh, yeah. My only thing is, like, could you do this with a trailer? I don't know. It would depend on how long the trailer was. With a Scout, you're totally fine to cross it. With a long trailer, I'm a little bit skeptical of it. Now, let's go ahead and grab the Excalibur now. And luckily, we have an 8-unit trailer right there. And what we need is two wooden planks and one long plank. Now, I don't know how well we're going to be able to handle that with this one trailer, but it is an 8-unit, so it should at least be able to do something. So let's get that hooked up, and we'll make our way on out. And I am pretty sure that we'll be able to handle at least one of these in one go. I don't remember how long the long planks are. If they're 4 units, we're good. Even if they're 6 units, we're good. But if it's like an entire, like, massive 8-unit thing, I doubt we'll be able to do it in one run. Now, some of you may be like, well, why are you using this truck? It's way too fast. It's way too gripped up. It's way too OP. You can set this truck up however you would like. It's just really fun sometimes running this thing at maximum capacity, because when you run this thing at maximum capacity, it just essentially takes it and runs through everything in its path, and it's hilariously fun to drive. Now, we're going to make a left and then a right, because we got to get down to the dock area. All right, so we're going to make this first left, and then the next upcoming right, we should be good to go ahead and send it in. Where's my... Is that my right-hand turn? Oh my god, I almost didn't see that. Y'all can see how blended into the terrain that is. That's insanely well blended in. I basically didn't see that at all. God, we're just shredding down this trail, though. This trail is a lot more Hilux size than Giant Kenworth size, but I'm not really going to worry too much about that, considering the fact that there's really no trees for me to worry about. That's the thing about the Outback, is that there's not a dense tree population, so, like, you know, the trees that you do see are kind of off in their own little outcroppings, and you don't really ever have to worry about, you know, getting stuck in between some trees, unless you make a really, really terrible route decision, in which case, well, that's entirely on you at that level. I love how it's like, I love how because it's so open, like, the views are so long. I drove right off the freaking trail. Let's not do that. Let's definitely not drive directly off the trail that we were just, you know, just recently on. Or at least that we were intending to be on. Let's put it that way. Now, once we get here, we'll have our answers about how much cargo we can actually take. I mean, I know how much cargo we can take. We can take 8 units. I just don't know how much space the long planks are going to take up, at least not offhand. So let's see. All right, let's go ahead and get parked. Let's see. So wooden planks, just standard, and then long planks times 1. So let's do the long planks first. It's 4. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay, so technically we only needed 6 units. So this is beautiful. We actually have 2 units of cargo left to spare, which is amazing because, I mean, well, mainly it's amazing because we don't even need to use them now. But if we needed more space, we could technically. So let's back you up, turn you around. Oh, just barely missed that tree. Just barely. I mean, it was inches, dude. Like, it was so close. Now, if you do set the time to the afternoon, or like mid-afternoon, it will start raining, so you do have to be prepared for that. And it's not really a bad thing, and as a matter of fact, especially if you're in the interior view, it can really add to the kind of the environment and the feel of the map in general. And I think that, you know, the rain sometimes makes this game cozy. It's a weird sensation, but if you enjoy rainy scenarios, you're gonna love this map. You're gonna absolutely adore this place if you like rainy scenarios in SnowRunner. Now, we could go all the way around down here, or we could just yeet this way, and, well, I think we might do that. Considering we're driving Excalibur, we might do that. Oh, geez, I'm gonna get somebody in the comments is gonna tell me I'm ruining the map now, but I really want to get that bridge built so that we have a much better infrastructure that'll allow us to enjoy the map more. So let's make our way on down, and technically we have driven the side trail once already. Oh my God, look how quickly we got back over to the main road. Ow. Okay, hold on. Hold on, let me get back down to the main road. Easy. There we go. Thank you. And I know we're not going to flip the trailer over by dropping off of that. So we're about to have ourselves a really nice, brand new, shiny bridge. So let's pull on up. And planks, planks, long planks, and boom. Our new bridge is built. I was like, get rid of the barriers. This little bridge will give folks access back, which is great. Not sure how you'll do with all those loads to run. Good luck out there. All right. Sounds good to me. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave this posted up right here, and then actually we're going to initiate this recovery because we also brought a tow truck for this exact reason. So technically, we will have not only put the Scout to use, but we will have also put our hauling truck and our tow truck to use. So technically, we're basically using everything at our disposal right now. So let me go ahead and initiate this task right here, and let's see. Where do we, they need it back at the gold mine. Okay, that's a little bit further than I thought, but that's fine. So now what we gotta do is we gotta back this thing out of the way and go get the tow truck. Now we gotta be a little bit more careful with this one because it's, well, let's just say unlike the Excalibur, this thing, you can completely damage out the suspension pretty quickly if you drive it the same way you would drive the Excalibur. You can still cruise with it in high. You just gotta make sure you avoid large impacts with the suspension, because that's, see, like right there, that wasn't even a large impact, and that caused me a decent amount of damage. So here's what we gotta do with this thing. We're gonna turn it around, and then we're gonna use it to pull that thing out of there. So ease it back around without flipping it over, please. All right, almost there, and backing it back in. All right, cool. Now, let's see. We want to use the boom. Let's use the boom for this. Okay, ooh, that's going to be sketchy. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to return it to its wheels, and then once I return it to its wheels, then we'll pull it from the back and get it out of there and back to the gold mine. So let's see. There's that. All right, and then now you're gonna follow me. Just about there, and boom. Okay, cool. Now that we've got it out of the river, I'm gonna switch from the boom to the hitch on the back of the truck, and then this should be the best way to get it back down to the gold mine. Yeah, that'll be much better. Much, much, much better. Now, as far as the route to the gold mine goes, let's go ahead and set that one up. So let's see. We're going to stay on the main road until we get here. And then once we get here, we're going to stay on this road, not turn off of it at all, until we get down here to the gold mine itself. So we've got ourselves a little, kind of a little route plotted out to follow. And what the? Oh, oh my God, I'm dumb. I'm going the wrong way. Okay, that's, you know what? Hey, I'll take it. It's fine. It's fine. At least I realized it before I got too far. Okay, this is actually not a bad deal, and I'll tell you why it's not a bad deal. Because we can position ourselves in an even better way to haul this truck behind us. So let's see. We're going to hitch up to that. Will it start? It will start. Oh, awesome. Let's not do that. All right, it'll start, which means it will follow us, essentially. So we don't just have to drag it. This is good. This is beautiful. Okay, and now we get to put this bridge to use. I am really glad, by the way, that we went ahead and built this bridge before we tried to do this recovery, because if we didn't have this bridge built, this recovery would be much worse. So let's go ahead and we're going to put this thing in high, but we're going to be careful with it. We're going to kind of be on and off the throttle just enough to not create any harsh impacts to the suspension or really do anything that would damage this truck in the first place. And as long as we do that, we will essentially be in a good place. So let's see. Wow, that thing is like, there's not much tension on the rope. I mean, it's pretty much like doing all of its own driving back. Well, we're pulling it a little bit, but only in... yeah, really only in high, and we don't have a damage restriction for it, so I'm not really too worried about it getting banged up. If we had a damage restriction, that would be a little bit of a different story, but we don't, and I'm very glad that we don't. But I am trying to avoid damage on myself. Oh, I blew out the suspension on that truck. That's fine. They didn't say it had to be intact. Okay, my suspension is now only at half life, so thankfully we're turning off here pretty early. We can turn off early. What the? Whoa. Whoa, that was bad. All right, that actually dug into the ground. That was like really, really bad. Really, really bad. Okay, let's just be, let's be a little bit more careful. Let's be a little bit more careful. I'm going to just be nice and easy with this. And God, it dug into the ground so hard right there that it... all right, we're repairing you. This is too much. The fact that it's digging into the ground that bad is, well, let's see. Suspension. Wait a second. Oh, no. We can only repair tires? That's all we brought? Wow. All right. I didn't realize that's all this thing had for repair points. That's a little underwhelming. I was really hoping it actually had real repair points and not just not just spare tires. That's sketch. Something's squeaking, and I don't know what. I think it's the International. I really do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the International that's squeaking. They are not going to be... Well, I mean, I was going to say they're not going to be a fan of this truck when it gets back, but you got to remember that, like, this truck was rolled over in a river. So whatever condition it's in is... Oh, out of fuel? Oh, because it leaked out. Yep. I was wondering why it ran out of fuel. I was like, we're not really even driving it all that far. We're pulling it. All right. Here's the gold mine, and here's the drop-off for the International. Boom. Done. And hope they don't blow the budget trying to get this thing running again. Well, we're not really going to tell them what we did with it, are we? But if y'all enjoyed this first look at Outback Heavy Hauling, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed and would like to see more. And if you're new around here, also hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on. And I will see y'all next time.